Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to take a look at some figures from the 6-inch line of the Black Series. I have already given you a look at a couple of these already, so I do apologise that it's taken this long to get to the rest of them. But the figures I want to give you a look at today are absolutely fantastic, and in my opinion at least, they're definitely the way forward in terms of Star Wars collecting, and I know for a fact that the 6-inch line will definitely be one of my main focuses going forward. The figure I want to give you a look at in this review is the main villain in Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, and he is of course the mascot for the Sith Lord 229 channel, and it is this guy, Darth Maul. This is one of my personal favourite figures from Wave 1 of the Black Series. He was released back in July, August time of 2013, so again apologies that it's taken this long to get to these figures. Life has been rather hectic as of late, and not only has it taken me a long time to review these, but it's taken me a long time to acquire them as well. So again, apologies for that. Before I begin this review, I just want to mention that you can pick up these figures and more at staractionfigures.co.uk, and once again there will be a link in the video description where you can click through and purchase this figure yourself. So before we talk about the figure in more detail, let's take a look at the packaging that he comes in. And as I've said in my recent 3 3/4 inch Black Series reviews, this packaging definitely works wonders for the 6-inch line. It brings with it a very adult collector feel. You know, you don't feel like you're buying a toy with these figures. You feel like you're buying a high-end collectible, which is really good. As you can see at the top of the box, we have the stylized image of Darth Maul, as well as the Black Series logo, and then on the reverse side we have a stylized image of Darth Maul in action, as well as a character description as well. So that's the box that Darth Maul comes in. Let's take a look at the figure. If you've seen any of my previous 6-inch figure reviews, then you'll know that these figures are incredibly well detailed and amazingly articulated. And I'll run through posability and movement first. This figure has a ball jointed head and a hinged neck, so double posability there in the head. He has hinged shoulders and elbows, hinged wrists, a ball jointed torso, hinged hips, swivel thighs, double joints in the knees, and double joints in the ankles as well. So you can really get Darth Maul in all the acrobatic and martial arts poses that he takes up in the film. As you can see, the head sculpt on this guy is absolutely fantastic. Very, very impressed with that. Definitely one of the best Darth Maul head sculpts we've seen on a Hasbro figure. Obviously the increased scale does allow a little bit more accuracy, and you've got some fantastic detail in the tattoos on the face. Definitely very well applied, which I absolutely love. Not only is the overall sculpt of the face fantastic, but you've got all the details in the robes as well. As you can see, we also have soft goods for the lower robes. We've even got glossy paint applications where needed, such as on the boots, the belt, and on the gloves. And as you can see, he does come with a couple of accessories. The first one is his macro binoculars, which he uses on Tatooine to scout out the Jedi in the Royal Starship. And of course he does come with his signature double-bladed lightsaber, which I'll just remove from the hand and give you a better look at. A lot of detail and a lot of effort has gone into the lightsaber itself. As you can see, you've got all the buttons and switches and what have you on the hilt. You've even got a peg there which can be attached to the belt. The blades can be removed, and the lightsaber itself does detach in the middle, obviously to recreate that scene in The Phantom Menace when Obi-Wan slices Darth Maul's lightsaber in half. So a great range of accessories. Quite an odd one also comes with this figure. Not only do we get Darth Maul in his, I'll say in his duel mode, you know, without the robes, but we do get a Sith robe with him. However, this is a very different robe than what we've seen in previous figures. As you can see, there is a head inside the robe, and basically all this is a system where you just basically remove the head from the existing figure and replace it with this one, and then just dress the figure in the rest of the robes. It's quite a strange innovation on Hasbro's part. It's not something we've ever seen before, And just for time purposes, I'm not going to go into the full, dressing of this figure, but just to give you an idea of how it would look, that's how you would apply the robe. So it's quite strange, quite peculiar, not something we've seen in the past, but definitely very cool. A nice little experiment on Hasbro's part. I would have preferred a soft goods robe, but beggars can't be choosers, and what we do get with this figure is rather fantastic, so I'm not going to complain too much. But this is definitely a fantastic figure, one that I would highly recommend adding to your collections, and I'll be giving you a look at some more of these 6-inch figures in some of my next reviews. So until then, thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.